pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, have a roll call.
Alderman Bowman.
Present.
Alderman Buckman. Alderman Milner. Present. Alderman Reese. Present. Alderman Dickerson.
Here.
Alderman Long.
Here.
Alderman Turner.
Here.
Alderman Stafford.
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Hassig.
Here, and we do have a quorum. Good evening, everyone. We do have a few ceremonial matters tonight. To start off with, this week is Constitution Week. I received a call from the Daughters of the American Revolution to remind me of that and ask for a proclamation to be read. So at this time, I will read that proclamation. Whereas September 17th, 2016 marks the 229th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate the occasion, and whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now, therefore, I, Brian Hassig, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Harrisonville, Missouri, do hereby proclaim this week of September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week 2016, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals of the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by diligently protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardian of our liberties, remembering that lost rights may never be regained. I'd like to present this to you tonight. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You bet. So we'll just turn right here and do a picture.
Nice smile, everyone. And one more time, nice smile. Would you like to hold the proclamation
Certainly.
up? And you can,
I was thinking about that while
there,
you...
that's all. All right,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
You
it.
bet. All right. We also have a couple service awards to give tonight. Gene, if you could join me up here, please. Chris? Steve Bear works for our Parks and Rec Department. He is celebrating 40 years with the city of Harrisonville. Quite a landmark to hit, I think, for anybody in any job. So we want to express our appreciation and wish you congratulations on hitting the 40 years. Thank you. All right.
Come on, guys. There we go. Nice smile. And one more time. Thank you very much.
All right. All right. We also have another service anniversary, April. Rick, you can join us up here too. April Clark has been with us now for 25 years. April keeps Rick straightened out and in line and makes sure he's staying on schedule. So keeps the planning and zoning board and warning zoning adjustments in order as well. So it would be very difficult to operate without her. So we appreciate your 25 years and hope to have a few more. So congratulations.
Thank you. Rick, step right in there. All right. Everyone look right here. Big smile. Thank you very much.
All right. All right, at this time, I will open the floor to public participation. Anybody who has anything to bring before this board that is not on our already scheduled agenda, please step forward.
Excuse me. I had to walk away from my helper. Jack Cotton, 876 Locust, Hooterville. First of all, I would love to get a comment from our new attorney about the ADA. I have funked you guys up here in the city hall for the last 20 years, my wife, God bless her heart, was very disabled, and trying to find a good parking spot for her out at Walmart or any place like that that was designated for vans I couldn't get the city to back it up. The governor signed a bill, House Bill 5555, that stated that they had to be a certain amount of van accessible with lifts to get into where they, but the city doesn't have an ordinance to put that. So I would love to somehow or the other, see if you can't find some kind of thing for me. This lady here that you just gave a proclamation to, the front door on our office, our city hall here, is not set up for handicap. If her husband tried to push her in, he couldn't get her wheelchair up over the threshold, so they had to turn around and back in. And that's not right. We have a lot of people in our city that are handicapped that would more than likely to be up here to watch you folks work if they could get in here. And there's a lot of them have a heck of a time coming in and paying their utility bills because they can't do it either. And it's just a damn dirty shame that our city doesn't take the handicapped people into consideration in a whole lot of things that they do around here. And I thank you for sticking around and letting me say that, because I was very embarrassed as a citizen to see you have to do that to come in our building up here, just to get your proclamation that you so honestly deserved. God bless you. Okay, now then, I got a question for you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
What in the world put the burr under your saddle about the old hospital? There's been several times that there's been things set up for it, and then all of a sudden it's changed. Set up for it, and then it's changed. 80s S systems out here. You all went ahead and gave them their tax abatement thing. They're getting ready to start building a building. The old hospital out here has had their foot in the door for a lot longer than they did, but yet you went over these people and let them do that. The old hospital out there, had you guys have given them the okay to do their thing back then, and I feel like that they gave you all the opportunities. They met your requirements for the stuff that they had to pay for to get done. And yet, we could, if you'd have given them that time, that thing out there would have been half full of bananas, because they've got that many people. I think it's just, you know, I don't know, that you've got the burr somewhere, and I'd like to know where it's at and where you've come up with this thing, and it just keeps falling and falling. I do know that one time you made a statement about your Facebook thing, about some of the things that the gentleman went through when he was in New York. Damn it, we've all had things that have happened to us in our past. But he's trying to take care of that. He's given the authority to somebody else to run it for him. He's a consultant. Man, I tell you what, if through my life, and I've been around quite a few of them, and I'm sure you guys have too, if the good Lord up above and the people you work with didn't give you a second chance, we just might as well give it up and go to hell. But I think you guys need to look at this thing a little stronger than what you are, because there's a lot of opportunities out there for a lot of people in this town that need work, and they can get it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else this evening?
Okay, thank you.
Can you be sure to let the board members know your name? You don't have to give us your address, just your name.
Yes,
so we
I'm
can-
Jane Porter,
Okay, thank you.
and I probably don't need to come up, but I'm sort of the same as him. I was here because I'm very much in favor of the village, the senior village, and I had hoped that we'd hear about the financial end of it this evening, and I know it's been delayed, and I just wonder when is it going to come soon?
Yes, it will be, yeah.
Okay,
It's,
because I'm very anxious, I don't want us to lose this. It's an opportunity for us to get some assisted living, which we do need here in Harrisonville.
all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think everybody recognizes me. Mr. Fairchild, thank you for being on board. As I was going, preparing for my Sunday school lesson on Sunday, I came across a passage that seemed to be, it just got me, it jumped out at me. And it's 2 Timothy 3. You should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times, for people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoff at God, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and they will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving, unforgiving, and they will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that can make them godly. Stay away from these people. Mr. Fairchild, if you do me a favor, and this is after the last meeting that I attended, draw up exactly what a 353 is. Because I'll assure you, because no one in this room knows. We've got TIFs, we've got TDDs, we've got CIDs, and God bless Levelwell. They're out there operating, no CID, but very few members of this board stood the ground and made that happen. Very few. The petition drive we had was supported by very few aldermen and mayor. What is wrong with making sure that the balance is right? Ms. Bowman, a few months ago, you made the statement that you were the voice for Harrisonville. I would say you're more the voice of city staff than Harrisonville. I think it's time, Mr. Mayor, since your great-granddad came here in the 1860s. I think that alone puts you as the oldest continual family in Harrisonville. You have nothing to gain by sitting in that seat. You're not trying to sell the city a damn thing. You're not trying to make a nickel off the city. And yet from day one, in fact, I was going to bring you a blue ribbon for riding the bull over 8 seconds. You have been fought tooth and nail from the day one. Even the people in this audience came before you on your second meeting and chastised you because we didn't have jobs in Harrisonville. I went down to see Obie and I asked Obie, I said, wait a minute, Obie, the only person you can point fingers at is the chamber, because you're the only constant in this. And as far as bringing new jobs to this town, if you'll start at Walmart, drive down Commercial, all the way to the end, you'll find no less than 25 help wanted signs. Where's these people going to work, friends? If you don't have a workforce, what does it do to build a building? But I don't think everybody, and I'm not maybe wrong, maybe we got one that's paying off. We got one CID out here that generates $2,200 to $2,400 of income per year. The legal fees on that is over $6,000. Who pays the difference? City taxpayers. We've got another one out here where the city has to pay because it's not got enough working for it on the bonds. It costs the citizens $225,000 a year, which is $225 a person. For a family of two, that's $450. I don't know, we loaned the 291 project $1.5 million. The city loaned them money. I'm sorry, folks. That's not good money. And Ms. Bowman and Ms. Reese and Ms. Miller and Josh, you finally come alive. You voted down every time the mayor has a point to save the citizens of this town $6,000, and you all voted against it. Out of a $41 million budget, where in the hell is $6 or $6,000 going to hurt you? You voted for the increase in the water rate. So Judy, I'm sorry, Ms. Bowman, don't let me get personal. Where is it you're the voice of the people?
I have one tonight, thank you.
But Mr. Fairchild, I know, it's easy to say that 353 is a tax abatement. Somewhere along that line, that's got to be paid back. Who's responsible for the lost income? Is there a bonding situation to it, like Sutherland's is? Yeah, that's the question.
That'd be a long discussion.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you would, put that together so it's easily in our language, not legal language, so we'll all understand what the 353 is. It's easy to talk about it, you just make your taxes. Okay, that being said, where'd you go? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll yield my time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else this evening? Seeing no one, I will close public participation at this time and move on to the approval of the minutes. First off, we have the approval of the minutes from the budget meeting of August 29th, 2016.
Move to approve.
Motion from Alderman Dickerson,
Second.
second from Alderman Stafford. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Moving on to the minutes from the budget meeting of August 30th, 2016.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion from Alderman Dickerson. I have a second from Alderman Stafford. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Moving on to the minutes from the regular meeting of September 6, 2016.
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion from Alderman Dickerson, and I have a second from Alderman Stafford. Was there a change or?
Yes.
Okay, Alderman Bowen.
I would request that the clerk make an additional comment in my Alderman report from that meeting. Would you just please add that when I explained why I voted against the appointment of Alderman Long, that I did so because there were two representatives from Ward 3 on that TDD board? Thank you.
Sorry about that.
All right. So we need a motion for amending that, or that just get?
Yes.
We need to amend it.
Yeah, motion to accept as amended.
So moved.
I have a motion from Alderman Bowen. Second from Alderman Turner. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved as amended. Moving on to our agenda items. Approval to bid refuse service. Kim, I will let you lead the charge here. And
Okay, and Marcella may
Hey,
have to
just-
jump in.
all right.
Many of you are aware WCA took over Town and Country back October of 2015. And since they've taken over, our service has declined, and we are getting many complaints from our residents. The actual contract will not expire till November of next year, 2017. So what I'm asking is to have the board's approval to at least move forward, to start the process to go out for bid. This would be our first step, because we will have to get direction from our city attorney and some of the nuances when it comes to terminating that contract. Right now, I have submitted to him a copy of our contract and the extensions that we've had, and staff will be working on gathering the complaints that we have received and the timeframes that they have been resolved. Is there any questions? Okay.
Well, what kind of response have you gotten from WCA to our complaints and our problems?
I have contacted, when we issue a complaint, we try to do it in email so that we have documentation. We send that email to their Kansas City customer care email address, along to Mr. Bob Mathis, who was here back August 1, and Mr. Cartwright. The general correspondence that we have are with the ladies there at WCA that take care of dispatching those complaints out, making sure that they get taken care of. The correspondence that I've had with Mr. Mathis has been somewhat limited. I have shared with you my last correspondence with him, and I believe that was last Wednesday, and I have not had any, he's not responded to me in any matter regarding that. I just know that they're down about 30-some drivers at this point in time. And that's through their Kansas City area along with Harrisonville, but that's kind of where I'm at.
I mean, and Kim makes a good point here. We have a service that people are paying money for, and they deserve to get the service that they're paying for. Basically, what we're looking at tonight is there any objection to beginning the process? I mean, there'll be some steps to take, as she said, but she needs some direction to be sure that nobody's opposed to her starting this process. Like I say, I know that Mr. Mathis came and gave us an update. He provided us how to get things done in 90 days. I don't know if we've hit the 90 days, but they've got a long way to go if they think they're going to hit the 90 days, because there's still issues with trash and recyclables being picked up timely.
And Mr. Mathis did respond to that comment that, he had 90 days to get things lined out, and he at that time did not believe that he was going to meet that 90 days, that it was going to be an additional 60 to 90 days. So it's not going to meet that timeline that he initially anticipated.
Okay. Anybody else have any comments or an issue with this? Giving Kim the okay to move forward on this?
I mean, my only question would be, is there any reason legally that we can't move forward with giving her the okay? I mean, based upon that they've got a contract in place.
No, I don't think there's any reason that you can't have her at least examine, take a look at putting a bid package together. I think that bid package should come back for the board for approval.
And it would.
I think at this stage, she's just asking to sort of begin the process, which I don't see that being in violation of the agreement.
Thank you. I've seen no evidence that they're going to meet any kind of deadline that they've met, so.
Okay.
Well, I'd say you are good to begin.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Kim.
you.
We greatly appreciate that. Item B on our agenda.
So I need a motion.
Oh, do you need?
A motion and a second, just to move forward, yeah.
I make that motion.
Second. Okay, I have a motion from Alderman Dickerson and a second from Alderman Long. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Thank you.
That takes care of that. Council Bill 067, this is not ready this evening. So we are going to continue that to another meeting. So we will move on to Council Bill 068.
Council Bill 068, an ordinance of the Board of Alderman of the City of Harrisonville, Missouri, to authorize and direct the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Missouri Department of Transportation to permit a monument sign currently located on the southbound Interstate 49 right-of-way property. First reading.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. If you'll recall, this is a sign that we actually constructed sometime around 2005. I wasn't aware that we didn't have a permit for this, but because it is in MoDOT right away, for us to leave it there, we have to have this agreement with them. The agreement is a 10-year agreement. They don't offer anything longer than that, but they do offer up that they can do 10-year renewals after that. Really, our choices are enter into this agreement or revoke the sign. And so I'll try and answer any questions that you have.
Do we have something from them that we've met all their requirements, something that's, are they signing off that, yes?
That's
they-
basically what the contract is in
It's
there.
saying that they're agreeing to,
Yeah.
that they believe we've met all these requirements.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, did you go? Sure.
go ahead.
In looking over the agreement, it seems to me that MoDOT should sign an additional reply after the contract is signed, saying specifically that a number of the requirements in there have been met. For example, there's issues about whether or not the city should have a bond in place for construction. Obviously not, because the city has already constructed the sign. So there's a number of things like that that MoDOT, I think it'd probably be adequate if we get the local representative to sign something acknowledging, and I can provide you with a list of things they should acknowledge.
Okay. That'd be great.
That they've completed, that those things are either not applicable or they've been completed satisfactorily to MoDOT's view.
Okay. There was actually supposed to be a second one on this agenda, somehow I got it, didn't be on the next month's agenda, but it'll be the same thing. It'll have to do with the sign out by Walmart, or McDonald's, I'm sorry.
Okay,
So, thank you.
all right. Any further discussion? I would entertain a motion to suspend the ruling and move Council Bill 068 to a second reading. A motion from Alderman Milner,
Second.
second from Alderman Reese. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Dickerson?
Aye.
Alderman Stafford?
Aye.
Alderman Long?
Aye.
Alderman Milner?
Aye.
Alderman Bachman? Alderman Bowman?
Aye.
Alderman Reese?
Aye.
Alderman Turner?
Aye.
All right, second reading, please.
Council Bill 068, an ordinance of the Board of Alderman of the City of Harrisonville, Missouri, to authorize and direct the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Missouri Department of Transportation to permit a monument sign currently located on southbound Interstate 49 right-of-way property. Second reading.
Alderman Stafford?
Aye.
Alderman Long?
Aye.
Alderman Turner?
Aye.
Alderman Bowman?
Aye.
Alderman Milner?
Aye.
Alderman Dickerson?
Aye.
Alderman Reese?
Aye.
Alderman Bachman?
Aye.
And Council Bill 068 becomes ordinance 03379.
Thank you.
All right. And we have already reached the Alderman and Committee reports tonight. Wow, we might have a record here. Alderman Bowman, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, first of all, I want to speak to the audience and tell you how much we appreciate that you're here. We encourage involvement of our citizens, and that we appreciate the fact that you are interested enough in the happenings of our city to show up tonight, so thank you for that. Then I also want to just give some kudos to Kim. She's very humble about what she's been through with the issues with the trash service. But if any of you in the room have had issues with your trash service, either not being picked up or the dumpster being thrown or whatever, those are the kinds of calls that she's been getting, and she's been doing a yeoman's job of handling those, and I just want to personally say thank you for what you do for us. That's all.
Very good. Alderman Bachman. Alderman Reese.
I would like to second all these folks that come, whether we agree or whether we disagree. That's the way the business is. That's the neat thing about our society. We have the ability and we have the right to do exactly what everybody's doing. So thank you everybody for being here.
Alderman Miller.
I've got nothing.
Alderman Dickerson.
I'd just like to say that we had a great conference, MML conference, and learned a lot of stuff. And the train station's a beautiful hotel, a lot of walking. That's all.
Alderman Long.
I don't have nothing other than the conference it was a good time, and I've never been to that Union Station. That was pretty neat, the way the lights were and all that stuff in the whatever, the rec room or whatever it was, but it was enjoyable and obviously learned some stuff too, so other than that, I'm good.
Very good. Alderman Turner.
We have our annual festival coming up, the Burnt District, last Saturday, September 31st. And this year, the Royal Regiment Magic Band is actually going to be in it, so that's a plus. And I look forward to seeing everybody there.
All right. Alderman Stafford.
No, sir, thank you.
All right. And the city administrator is out right now, so we will move on to reports from the mayor. I want to echo the conference was a very good conference. There was a lot to learn. There was a very interesting tour of the greener St. Louis. Had an opportunity to sit with Alderman Reese on that and chit chat a little bit about some of the buildings we went to. There was an older building, I don't know, would you say 1920s that first building was built in? And you walk outside, look at it from the outside, you would think that this was an ancient building. You go inside and it looks like a very modern, the only thing that leads off to it being an old building is it still has the old concrete pillars supporting the ceilings. Got to walk around on the roof of IKEA. That was kind of an interesting one. Another place had a garden on the roof of the building, had vegetables and plants, and even had some chickens in a coop. So it was a very eye-opening tour to see some of the things that they're doing. I mean, they're much bigger cities, so there's some of those things go on, but it's kind of amazing the things that can happen. Also wanted to mention, if you haven't noticed, they've started moving dirt out next to the community center. That's the new Harrisonville Villas that will be out there. It'll be a 55 and older community out there. I believe they're doing 40+ units out there, but that's what the dirt that's moving around out there is for. I believe they have started moving dirt for ADS, another spot to drive by if you're out enjoying the nice cool evenings in the car, drive by and see what they're doing. I hope that we can get this trash issue fixed. I know it's been a pain for a lot of people. My recycle bin has been missed multiple times, so I don't think anybody's alone in this. I wish we had the answer to solve it right away, but we don't. We have to go through a process, but please know that we are going to begin this process, and we will try to get it fixed as quickly as we can. Anyway, I'm going to close with that. We don't have any media here tonight, so Alderman Dickerson, if you would, please.
I move that the Board of Alderman go into closed session pursuant to the following sections of the revised state of Missouri, statutes of Missouri. Section 610-021 to discuss legal actions and confidential and privileged information between the city and its attorney.
Want to have a second? Second from Alderman Turner.
Alderman Bowman.
Aye.
Alderman Lockwood.
Aye.
Alderman Reed.
Aye.
Alderman Milner.
Aye.
Alderman Dickerson.
Aye.
Alderman Long.
Aye.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Stafford.
All right.
And we are adjourned to executive. Thank you, everyone.